Alright, I've got another amplifier. Believe it or not, I do have another amplifier. And um, so this one is, this one's cool. Probably middle to late 60s. This is a Montgomery Ward. Some say that these were produced by Valco. I don't know, but all I know is it's pretty dang cool. So the model number that's on the back, so it's like a stamped in hard number which starts with 62gvc, and then the other part of the model number is written in with a pen, and it says 904a. That's what it looks like. Best that I can tell. So evidently there was quite a few different models of this amp with different configurations for the volume and tone controls. So I've got some oddball knobs on the far right, as you can see. Now those are for the tremolo and the reverb. So when I first got the amp, I couldn't get the tremolo works. The reverb I couldn't really get to do anything. I could bump the tank and I could hear like the springs, but I really couldn't get any signal processed through there. So that's a job for another day. But I wanted to demo this thing because the volume and tone controls are really, especially the tone controls, are really cool. I think they are. So I'll show you what the inputs are. On the bottom, the input on the far left is another speaker output jack. Okay, and so then you've got the other two jacks underneath that, or beside that, and I think they're both the same type of jack. I don't think one is more powerful than the other from what I can really tell. But it makes it great to link both channels, and then you can really get into some cool, for just a volume and tone 2-channel amp. You can blend the two and they're really cool. The first channel, the volume and tone, on the far left is more of like you can get more bassier sound. So if I turn the tone all the way down, it's really bassy. So yeah, you could play a bass through there, and on that channel, which I'm just playing guitar. And then the other volume and tone controls are more guitar, I would think, suited for. And the tone on that can get really crispy and like really mid-focused. It kind of reminds me of some of the Gibson amps, some of those Falcon amps and stuff that have that really distinct tone control, like a really crispy mid-focused. So blending those two is really cool. And then the switch on the starting with the next where the light is lit up is your it's a 3-way switch. So in the middle, I believe, is off, and so it has a variable like a flip for the polarity, and then the second switch coming from the left is just your standby. And when you flip that, the light right here, I'll show you, comes on. So yeah, that's a standby, and then you got a off in the center, and there's a polarity flip there. So whatever's the quietest, whatever. And this house doesn't have any 3-prong. Actually, it has 3-prong outlets, but they're not grounded. So, anyways, and as far as I can tell, for these controls here, this is kind of a weird setup, and I ain't really quite got it figured out. So this is your, I believe, the speed for the tremolo, and this is the intensity, and also has a switch that clicks. And I'm assuming this is just for the reverb, but like I said, I'm not getting much out of the reverb. But I'll go through that and demonstrate. Enough blah, blah, blah. You want to hear it. Of course you do. And I'll tell you, this thing is, well, I'm going to run it through my 412 cab, but it's probably like 25, 30 watts. So it runs on two 6L6s, solid state rectifier, and I think it's 5 12A X7s. Yeah, whole plethora of tubes. But anyways, and I thought originally that someone had covered this, made some, looks like some kind of shelf paper, but that's evidently it's all factory and original. It's in pretty good shape. Kind of reminds me of my grandmother's old bread box. I don't know if it didn't have these knobs on the front, the wood grain and the. Anyways, it's cool, and the handle is brown to match everything. I'm gonna get another probably complete set of knobs, and these are just the splined push-on ones. But I can't have that, and I don't even know if these are the original knobs or these two are the original ones, and all the rest of them are added on. I have no idea. Because when I go to try to find this amp, especially on YouTube, you'll see ones with volume, treble, and bass, or tremolo and no reverb, or volume and tone, or just two channels of volume and tone, and so they come in all different configurations for that. And so, anyways, I will flip it around. I'll show you the back, and then we're gonna get jamming on this thing. So this is the back of it. Yeah, so it's two 6L6s, and there's another one back here you can't see, but 5 12A X7s. Now everything is original on this amp, including this 2-prong cord that's kind of gnarly looking, funky. But anyways, it is all original. And when I pulled this thing from the chassis, everything in there, nothing had been touched. And even though I need to upgrade the caps and stuff, probably, and it's not too bad noisy or anything. I would much rather have an amp that someone hadn't been in there and monkeyed with, and like maybe didn't know what they were doing. And sometimes you can get into some real messes with stuff like that. So, but yeah, this one is untouched. So yeah, it's a cool amp. And here we got the sticker right here, made exclusively for Montgomery Ward. And you got a serial number there, and there's the hard numbers that are on there, and then written out beside it in pen is the actual model number. And I've seen it on a lot of these amps. It's written that way. So yeah, there you go, the Montgomery Ward. We're gonna let it rip. Hope you enjoy this. You like this stuff, old vintage amps, oddball kind of stuff. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm trying to grow the channel and add more content. In that context, we'll get on with the show. Oh, by the way, too, this is a pretty sizable amp. So it's like 26 3/4 long and about 10 inches tall. Yeah, so it's a pretty good size box. Like a big box. There you go. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start with the first channel, and I've got these jumpered, so that's going to run both channels. This is the bassier channel, and the more guitar situated with the tone and volume and tone control. So volume and tone. And I'll start with about three or four. So the tone's all the way down. You can see it's really bassy. About the halfway mark. Right there is about 5. So I don't know how this is going to translate to the iPad that I'm using, but it's already starting to get into breakup. So it's not a super loud amp, but it has a really good breakup. And I'm not going through any panels, but yeah, it's really cool. So there's a volume, or the tone, all the way up on channel 1, and with the volume on 3. 5 right there. Back that one down and go to channel 2, and got the tone all the way down. Volume is about halfway. Same for this channel. You can tell the breakup is already there. Bring it up halfway on the tone control. All the way up. Back pickup. So it's all the way up. Back the tone down to halfway on the bridge pickup. Like I said, I really think this amp really comes alive is blending those two channels where you get the more higher tone, mid-focus with the more bassier, higher driven sound from the channel 1. So we're going to go halfway volume on both, and I'll show you what I mean. So tone is going to be about halfway on there and halfway on that channel. Volume and tone, wide open, both channels. Just going to bring up the volume of the guitar. It will do it. Oh, now I'm going to back this down a little. Get this thing under control. It's going to be really too much. So I'll show you, I'll demonstrate on the, tremolo channel. So I think this is the intensity and this is the, I think it's the tremolo and reverb. I'm assuming it only works off this channel here, so I'm going to take away the jumper, throw that over there, go in here. So I'm assuming that's the speed. Next pickup. Like I said, I think this is for the reverb. But I'm not really getting anything out of it. So I got to do some further investigating on that, see what's going on. And I'm assuming these are just your maybe for foot switches to operate that. Why there would be three, I don't know. Like I said, this is kind of and it seems like when I look for schematics, it's kind of all over the place. So they made several different variations of this amp, and I've seen a few on reverb, but I've not seen any on reverb that have two volume, two tones, and the tremolo and reverb. So this might be a rare one. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, like I said. Hope everybody's doing great today on this Saturday. And I can promise you, I have more amps that I want to show and demo on here, and be another day for another amp. So everybody take care.